global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today. We're so excited to have you again. Yesterday, the Southern governors had a forum where Dr. Abiodun was being elected as the chairman of the Southern Governors Forum. Unfortunately, Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, was not in attendance in that meeting, but so many things were being discussed. His own case also was being discussed in the meeting. And, Southern governors, it spanned from APC, PDP, and even LP. So many opinions were being entertained. But you get to hear their standpoint as it has to do with the issue of elongation of the tenure of the local government chairman, which is causing a lot of political crisis in Rivers State right now. And according to the news, the governors of the southern region of the country have declared support for the position of Governor Simi Nalayi Fubara on the tenure of local government chairman in the Rivers State. Speaking on the political upheaval in Rivers State based on the tenure of local government chairman, the chairman of the Southern Governors Forum, Dr. Abiodun of Ogun State, said it was unconstitutional for anybody to extend the tenure of constitutionally elected public servants. He argued that the law is very clear on the tenure of elected officials, and when the tenure expires, there is no need to extend it by whatever means. Speaking against the backdrop of the decision of the Rivers State House of Assembly to extend the tenure of the local government chairman in the state, but which was refused by Governor Fubara, who then went ahead to appoint caretaker chairman. Abiodun, in an interview with the national television, said it would be a dangerous precedent to extend the tenure of local government chairman. Speaking on behalf of other governors from region, Abiodun said if tenure extension is allowed, then it will become a reference point in the future, and such is capable of truncating democracy in Nigeria. According to him, he says, on local government administration, it is constitutional issue that will be put to rest at a point in time. When your tenure has expired, it stands to reason that your tenure has expired. It is not up to the governor of that state or anybody else to extend the tenure of the local government chairman. The collective position of the governors is that it would be a dangerous precedent and an abuse of the democratic ethos for the tenure of an elected local government chairman to expire, and for anyone to imagine that their tenure can be extended by one day. I think that puts that matter to rest. If that is not the case, that becomes a precedent, a reference point, and the thing is that somebody will ask for a tenure extension. Our democracy has evolved, and we should not do anything to truncate the process. Abiodun, who revealed that the forum also agreed on modal transport master plan for the region as part of infrastructural development, noted that the governors were delighted with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the award of the Coastal Road project. According to him, he says, we spoke about infrastructure. For us to be regionally integrated, we must have the infrastructure for investment, facilitation, promotion, and enhancing movement of goods and services. On that note, we were unanimously appreciating President Tinubu for the construction of the Coastal Road. This road connects almost all the southern states. It is a key enabler of economic development like no other. It will also create a lot of job opportunity. We also spoke of the need for the federal government to transfer some of the trunk a road to the state if a state government is prepared to take on such road. We also agreed to have a modal transport master plan that allow us to connect rail, water, and road transportation, because we realize that transportation is key to enabling investment, promotion, facilitation, and the general well-being of our people. That was some of the key issues that we considered during their meeting with other southern governors. And I must say that this is an interesting one coming from the governors. The issue of elongation, as it has been spoken severally about, is distinctively clarified in the Constitution. The big question that the local government chairmen have refused to answer is when you went to the polls, what was the position of the people before they elected you? What was the agreement? You're not representing yourself. Neither is it a better right for you guys to be chairman of local government. So when you were being elected, when you were vying for that position, what were the tenure prescribed by the constitution, and the tenure prescribed was 3 years, which means that you were only being elected on the grounds that you're going to stay for 3 years in office. So immediately it gets to that time, constitutionally you are demanded to quit your office, and no one reserved that right, to give anyone preferential treatment of extending the tenure no matter what. Instead, another person will be appointed by the governor to take over the position. And that is just it. A reason being that Nigeria is practicing, presidential system of government. We are not practicing parliamentary system of government where, members of the parliament will just sit down, make decision on concerning things that concerns the people because they are representing the people, and give their own position and go ahead to vote. That is parliamentary system of government. And that's not what Nigeria is practicing. We are practicing a presidential system of government where the entirety of the people are given that right, to vote in people under a particular requirement. The tenure is clearly being spelled out, responsibility is clearly being spelled out, and other things followed us. So if the tenure says 3 years for you, you have no business of extension. No one have. In event of such a thing happening where elections have not been conducted, it behoves on the governor or anyone who is in charge to stay in. There must be an appointment to that effect. And I wonder why they are refusing to answer. Well, we all know the reason why they are refusing to respond in that regards. And the reason is because they are trying to play a particular role that they have been given politically to play. And we know those who are behind the continuous, troubling and all of that. And just like the southern governors have rightly pointed out, it's going to be a reference point. If it starts in Rivers State, surely it will extend to other states and all of that. And unfortunately, we know where this is coming from. It's actually coming from where they are being remote control from. In other words, someone is there swinging the bell and forcing them to do what they are doing, and they can't stop doing it until the person is called to order. And that can only happen if the president decides to walk into the case. I mean, this is truly a pointer to the fact that democracy will be unseated. The process of democracy will be unseated if such a thing is being allowed. We are hopeful that now that the southern governors have made their position known, other governors, especially the northern governors, need to speak up, because the issue of caretaker committee, as much as is not provided for in the constitution, is what is obtainable in all the states. Virtually all the states are practicing this caretaker committee stuff, whereby the local government chairman, their times are up, and the next thing, they'll give time for elections to take place. Even his predecessor, Wike, that was what he did. So what are we talking here? I don't know why grown men will allow that to happen. But guess what? By virtue of such, it's a pointer that you are a troublesome person, and it may deprive your political growth, because first of all, before you start misbehaving in front of the people and all of that, you have to first of all make a conclusive statement, or let me say make your position known conclusively if you want to forge ahead with your political career. Because imagine what had just happened. Do you think such people will be allowed to go to House of Representatives and all of that? Nobody will allow them to go there, because if they go to such enviable position, they will sit there and make laws that they shouldn't live in that position till that kingdom come, or till maybe the president leaves his throne to come and kick them out. All of that is what everyone is on.
Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.